Hi everyone! For those of you who don't know me, my name is Danielle and welcome to my channel. Please don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button. So guys, today I'm going to walk you through my journey on how I decided to have kids. Oh, not me, my husband and I. How we decided to have kids. So, to this day, hear the same sentence every time I tell someone that knew me from the past that I've got kids. Oh, you have children? With a shock. You know why? No one expected me to have children. Okay? And I'll tell you why. I was a little bit of a wild child for some years. And this person was still in the making. So I had no prior experience with children. I had no interest in children. I mean, I loved the kids that were in my life. But like, other than those kids were just like little people that were in the background. And then, of course, I found a husband. And then we were fine without kids. We had a little puppy. And we loved our puppy so much. And he was our baby. And unfortunately, after my first baby was born, she had a very bad allergy to the doggy, and we found him an amazing home with a good family friend. Even after marriage, we still didn't have children. So then we decided we're leaving South Africa and we're moving to Qatar. And there we had a ball. The first year in Qatar was like amazing. The clubs, it was like nothing you've ever seen in your life before. It's like hotels and like the dance floors are like, it was unreal. It was like you're living in a music video. Okay. There was one place in particular that I loved. It was like on a rooftop on the top of a hotel. And when you look down, all the people just looked like tiny little people on the ground. And you just felt so big and amazing. Anyway, that's the life that we were living. And we could sleep when we wanted to sleep. And we could do what we wanted to do when we wanted to do it. One evening, we'd been to work. We'd cleaned the house. We'd cooked. We'd eaten. We'd watched a movie. And it was only like 6:30. And we were like, we didn't want to go out. We didn't feel like seeing friends. We sort of chatted about, we worked together as well. So we sort of chatted about everything there was to chat about that day. And we didn't feel like debating about politics and religion and all the other things that keep you up at night. And then we were like, maybe we should have a baby. And then it was like, ha 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 ha. So funny. But then the next morning, it's like this clock. You know that biological clock that ticks? That's not a myth. I actually, in my mind, felt the sudden urge to have a baby. And my husband was just game. He was like, yes, let's do this. So I then downloaded an app and started tracking how ovulation stuff worked, because prior to this I didn't need to know. I mean, you learn what you learn at school, but you don't like focus on the details, and then you move on with your life. So now I started to do some research, and apparently you only ovulate for a very short time in the month. And I was like, okay, let's do this. So month 1 went by and nothing. I was like, oh my gosh, okay. I really expected to be pregnant. So I joined some chat forums and I was reading stuff, and there's like terminology for this stuff, guys. It's like, when you're like actually physically trying. It's called baby dancing. And there's like days after ovulation, and like they describe things in detail, like super in detail. Anyway, I got into that life, and it just consumed me. I'm gonna get pregnant. And I had a buddy that lived in my building, and she was like, oh, you're ovulating this week, okay, I'll see you next week. And at month 3, that I wasn't pregnant, we went to the doctor. I was like, I need to go check us out. Why we're not pregnant yet? And then, they said, okay, we'll test you and your husband, but just try next month and whatever. And then on the fourth month, so you're supposed to take the pregnancy test for at least minimum 14 days from the date that you ovulated. Date of conception, whatever you want to call it. And then the pregnancy test should show positive, because anything before that might give you a false negative. So then anyway, I took it like 10 days past ovulation, which is like 4 days early. And then there was this, the pink line that would have normally just showed negative, there was this little grey line just after, next to it. And then I was just like, I'm sure that's a line. And I'm taking pictures under the light to see if you can see it in the phone, in the pictures, and you can't see it even in the picture. And my husband's like, I'm sorry, babe, but I don't see the line. I was like, I will show you. So I made him go back to the pharmacy to go and buy another test. And then the next morning, I peed on the stick and I got a faint pink line. So this is now 11 days past ovulation. And then I knew I was pregnant. And then we started questioning it, like, is it possible to get a fake positive? Oh my gosh. FYI, that hardly ever happens. So yes, then we went to the doctor and we got a blood test done. And then we got the scan. And there was only one baby. And that is how we ended up with the first baby. And it was a really exciting journey. It was an exciting process. Because you're sort of in the space in your relationship where you've got this purpose now, like we need to achieve this, and it's like an immediate goal. Like all your other goals are like next week, 5 years, 10 years. Now suddenly this is something that like now. And then once you do get pregnant, it's like this magical moment between yourself and your husband and or your partner, and it's amazing. It was an amazing experience, and that was sort of the beginning. And for me, one of the greatest challenges was not telling people, because I know people like they say you should wait 3 months because you never know what can happen, but I just couldn't keep the secret. I was like phoning people. That same friend that lived in my building, I ran down to her. I was like, and they were like, yeah. So yeah, it was a lovely time. And I think in the next video I'm gonna give you guys just some information and some details about what it was like to deliver, because I had my baby in a foreign country, in Qatar, and my grandmother flew up just for the birth, and then she came back down. So I was like alone with a newborn, and I'll just like share that information with you, and what it's like, and what the hospital was like, and what the staff was like, and things that you should look out for. But I would say the first things first, if you are going to go on to such a journey, you need to make sure that your mindset is positive and correct and open, because in my situation, I had a happy story to tell, but not everybody's stories are the same. And we need to be mindful of that when we're going into the journey. Like anything is possible. And I knew that because I've had relatives that had their own challenges in this area. So I knew everything was possible. And I probably would have been devastated if it didn't work out. But it's not the only option we know. And just on that note, I think when we talk to married people and we talk to people we expect by a certain age to have had kids, don't ask them when are you having a baby, or don't ask them why don't you have a baby, or don't ask those questions, because that's a very, very personal journey. And I can only share that now, that I'm going through it now. But when I was waiting those 4 months, I was on my nerves. I was a nervous wreck because I just had this urgency, that clock that's ticking in your ears, ticking so loud you don't hear anything else. And you don't want to make people feel bad. So try and respect that. Try and respect other people. You just don't know. And the other thing is, I need to update you guys. I've only lost 3 kilos so far, but I still have not been exercising. Now you see, that's my fault because I'm not committed enough. And I could have been committed. I have been eating some sugar, and I think that's also what's slowing the weight process down. I have juice in my house, so that's a big no-no. Yeah. But I'll start posting some things again about that. And yeah, I'm just sharing with you guys what's on my mind. It's very nice to chat to you to get it out. And I'll see you guys soon. Have a nice week. Bye bye.